They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. In motion is Austin Hooper. They started on the ground with Eckler, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Finding space at the 40. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Here's Hardman to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Room here to run. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Herbert operating from the red zone. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll run here with Spiller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Isaiah Spiller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On play action, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 27, Herbert had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Kansas City.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st down, Mahomes. Another catch for Valdes-Scantling. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Second and short now following the fumble. Mahomes on to give to Edwards-Helaire. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25 yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
For a Charger touchdown.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle with Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 125 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. It's Eckler again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Mahomes firing complete. And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Mahomes now on the sneak, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 136 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The quick slant caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes finding Kelsey. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run the routes.
Mahomes will throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
But no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now Herbert. He's got Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Herbert to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. But still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing, Herbert. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up the chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mahomes on the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. First throw in overtime for Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Running the slant, that's Hooper. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Herbert. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. What a huge takeaway for this defense. The interception on the opening drive of overtime.
What an absolute disaster of a time for his first interception of the game, because throughout the game, he's made sure to keep the ball away from the other team. He's done a nice job of that. Here, the interception pops up, and now, on the other side of the field, all they're thinking, get 3, and we go home.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Now, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game